Now here's something you may have forgotten and you may need to be reminded on, so listen carefully. You are an intelligent person, you're bright, you're well educated. You can handle a boardroom, you can handle a seminar room, and you can handle audiences. Now if you actually speak to one person effectively, whether it's a friend, family member, or maybe a business associate, then you can speak in public, and you can speak in front of 20, 100, 400, maybe 1,000 people. Because it takes the same energy to talk to one person as it does to 1,000 people. It's just with 1,000 people, you have a microphone and it's a slightly bigger room. You can be humorous, you can be engaging, compassionate. So when you do speak, don't leave your audience bored. You don't need to. You have the power and the ability to engage them, excite them, entertain them. You can be so much more. Let's get started. Hi, my name's Alex. I'm an international speaker, best-selling author and consultant. I've helped thousands of people from all around the world on how to improve their public speaking skills and become better, higher-paid speakers. Now, speaking in public is actually a skill that improves with practice. You know, speaking to the public the right way can do a world of good if you know what you're doing. So here are a few common mistakes when giving a speech and how you can remedy these mistakes. First of all, don't start with a boring introduction like thanking whoever gave you your introduction or why you're here or how you got here. It's boring. Don't bore the audience. What you should do is ask the audience a question or give them a startling statistic, an interesting quote, maybe something powerful that gets their attention and makes them take notice. That's the idea of a great presentation. A great opening is within the first couple of seconds, hook them on whatever you have to say. What you shouldn't do, don't try and be somebody else. Don't try and imitate another speaker. It only makes you look weak. Wrong. Starting with a boring introduction like how you got there, or maybe thanking whoever gave you your introduction. It's boring. You don't need to bore your audience. Right. Ask the audience a question or give them a startling statistic, some interesting quote, something powerful that will make them take notice immediately and get them interested right away. That's the ingenious part of a powerful opening. Within the first couple of seconds, you're hooking them on whatever you have to say. Wrong. Not being yourself. If you're trying to imitate another speaker, it only makes you look weak. Right. Be confident in who you are and what you have to say, and do it your way. You are original. Wrong. Not working the room. If you stand behind a podium, it doesn't connect you with the audience. It connects you with no one. In fact, it actually breaks the connection. People tend to get bored. It reminds them of a lecture at school or at college. And do you remember back in your college days when the lecturer would be standing behind a podium? It's boring. You don't need to. When you actually get outside off the podium, you connect with them. It builds up more rapport. Right. Let your audiences meet you. Work your way through the crowd. It helps you seem more confident and credible. In fact, when the audience come into the seminar room, greet them. Say, hey, extend a hand. Say, hey, I'm Alex. Good to meet you. Wrong. Being too anxious or nervous. Your nerves can actually get in the way of a great presentation, even if you do know your material. Right. Relax. Before you get ready to speak, do breathing exercises. Maybe listen to an encouraging friend, maybe a relaxing song. Do whatever it takes you to relax. Sometimes even walking around the hotel pool can be relaxing. Wrong. Standing there and just reading a speech word for word. This is boring and it can actually send your audiences to Snorville. Right. Use an outline of some kind that lists your main points. Glance at it if you need to, but eye contact is important. The more eye contact that you have, it enables you to connect with your audience. Wrong. Using stories that aren't your own. Quotes are okay, but do keep them brief. Right. If you want to connect with your audience, you should be using stories from your own life. Wrong. Not being passionate about the subject matter. If you're not passionate or emotional or empathetic, your audience will notice and you will come across as insincere. Right. Speak about the subjects you are passionate about and let it show. The audience will actually see you and connect with you more and feel the value of what you're speaking about. Wrong. Don't end your speech with a question. They're there to get answers from you. Wrong. Being unprepared. Preparation is key. Right. Know your material and rehearse it so you can ensure that your audience will understand what you're saying and absorb it. Wrong. Thinking that the ability to speak is inherited. It's not something you're born with. Right. Public speaking is something you work at. You learn how to present. Anyone can do this. It is a skill if you're willing to work at it. My name's Alex. If you'd like to gain instant access to a free 30-day public speaking course where you'll learn how to become a better public speaker, how to rid yourself of any fear or anxiety on stage, and how to give a powerful presentation that influences audience members and more, go to www.radicalpublicspeaking.com. I'll see you there.